Hello students, today we will discuss about the analytical method to find the resultant and magnitude of the parallelogram law of vector addition, which is similar to that of the triangle law of vector addition. In case of the parallelogram law of vector addition, we also discussed some special cases when the vectors are at 0 degree, 90 degree and 180 degree. After that, we will discuss about the null vector. As the name indicates, null means zero vector. A vector whose magnitude is zero and direction is arbitrary. Right? After that, we will discuss how the vectors are subtracted. The law of vector addition is also applied for the law of subtraction of the two vectors. In case of the subtraction of vector, we have to reverse the direction of one vector which is subtracted from the given vector. Right? Let's start. We will discuss parallelogram law of vector addition. If two vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the adjacent sides of the parallelogram, then their resultant will be given by the diagonal of the parallelogram represented both in magnitude and direction. Let take a vector A and the vector V. These are the two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Now complete the parallelogram. Draw a perpendicular from point S to N. Theta is the angle between the vector A and the vector B. Then according to the parallelogram law of vector addition, the diagonal OS will give the resultant of the vector A and the vector B. Now we have to do the derivation of analytical method. For this, we have to know the value of Sn and the Pn. In the order to find the value of Sn and Pn, we apply the trigonometric ratios. Sn upon Ps is sin theta. So, Sn is equal to B sin theta. And Pn upon Ps is equal to cos theta, where Pn is equal to B cos theta. Now, apply the Pythagoras theorem in the whole of the triangle ONS. Firstly, we take the triangle SNP, and after that we take the whole of the triangle. This derivation is similar to that of the triangle law of vector addition, right? OS square is equal to ON square plus SN square. OS is represent the resultant. ON can be written as OP plus PN whole square plus SN square. Putting their values, on the simplification we get R square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of theta. Here open this formula becomes A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2AB cos of theta plus B square sin theta. Take the B square and B square common, it becomes cos square theta plus sin square theta. Now we get the resultant A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of theta. To find the direction, we take the tangent of alpha. Tangent will give the direction. So tangent of the angle will give the direction of the resultant vector, which is perpendicular upon base. B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. Now some special cases. When two vectors acting at the same direction, means same direction, angle is 0 degree. If the two vectors are collinear or angle between them is 0 degree, R is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of 0 is 1, we get A square plus B square plus 2AB. R is equal to, this is the identity, A plus B whole square, square and under root will cancel out, it gives A plus B. Tangent of alpha is equal to b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. Theta is 0 degrees, sin 0 is 0 and cos 0 is 1. We get 0 upon a plus b is equal to 0. Means tangent alpha is equal to 0. So alpha is equal to tangent inverse of 0. Means tangent की वैल्यू 0 कब होती है? वो 0 डिग्री पे होती है. So alpha is equal to 0 degree. Right? Next we have special case when two vectors are acting in opposite direction. Means angle between them is 180 degree. And cos 180 is minus 1. So we get r is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos of 180 means minus 1. A square plus b square minus 2ab. This is the identity of a minus b whole square. This square and the unroot will cancel out and it becomes a minus b. Now third special case, when the vectors are perpendicular to each other. When a vector and b vector are perpendicular to each other means angle is 90 degree. So r is equal to a square b square plus 2ab cos of 90 is 0. We get a square plus b square under the root. And tangent alpha is b sin 90 degree upon a plus b cos 90 degree is equal to b upon a. Sin 90 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. Alpha is equal to tangent inverse of b upon a. Now, if the vector a and the vector b are equal, then r is equal to a square plus a square is equal to under root 2a. And tangent alpha will becomes a upon a. Put in place of ba is equal to 1. Alpha is equal to tangent inverse 1. It means कि alpha की value, so tangent inverse 1 कब होता है? 45 degree पे होता है. So alpha is equal to 45 degree. Right? So this is the analytical method for the parallelogram law of vector addition. Next we have polygon law of vector addition. In the polygon law of vector addition, we have a lot of vectors which are represented both in magnitude and direction. This vector acting along this direction, B vector this, C, D and E vectors. Now coincide all these vectors in such a way in the order. In the order means arrow of the first coincide with the tail of the next. So a vector is represented by OA, B vector is represented by AB, C vector is represented by the BC and D vector is represented by the CD and E vector is represented by DE. Now resultant of the A and B vector will be represented by OB, which is equal to the OB is equal to A plus B. Now resultant of OC is represented by OB plus BC. We are applying triangle law of vector addition here. OC is equal to OB plus BC and OB is A plus B and plus C. OD is represented by OC plus CD. CD is represented by D vector. OC is represented by A plus B plus C. Next, DE represented by resultant of the DE is R is given by OD plus DE. OD is A plus B plus C plus D plus E. And the resultant will be A plus B plus C plus D plus E, which is given by the closing side of the polygon taken in the opposite order. Opposite order means arrow of the E vector and arrow of the resultant vector coincide. This is the closing side of the polygon. Right? If the number of vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the side of the open polygon taken same order, then their resultant is given by the closing side of the polygon taken in opposite order. Right? Now we have the properties of the vector addition. First, vector addition is a commutative. Commutative means आप a plus b लिखो या b plus a लिखो, दोनों का आंसर सेम रहेगा. It means vector addition is commutative. Next, vector addition is distributed. Distributed means this is multiplied by A, this lambda is multiplied by B. This term is multiplied with the every terms taken in the bracket. So vector addition is distributed. Next we have vector addition is associative. Associative means आप A plus B पहले करो या B plus C पहले करो, राइट? आपका आंसर क्या रहेगा? सेम. डजेंट मैटर कि आप A plus B कर रहे हो या B plus C पहले ऐड कर रहे हो. Zero or null vector, a vector which have zero magnitude, it is represented as a zero vector, right? Zero vector means null vector. What is the need of zero vector? When a vector is multiplied by a vector, when a zero vector is multiplied, when a vector is multiplied by zero vector is multiplied by a zero vector, we get a zero vector, right? When a vector multiplied by a zero vector, 0, we get zero vector. Properties of zero vector. Addition or subtraction of zero vector from a given vector does not affect the given vector. If you add a zero vector in a given vector or subtract a zero vector from a vector, the answer will remain same. Second, when a zero vector is multiplied by a non-zero real number, then resultant will be a 0. For example, n is a real number and it is multiplied with a zero vector, the answer will be a 0 vector, right? The answer will be a 0 vector. Next is very important, which is the condition for the zero resultant vector. If three vectors are acting on a point, then their resultant is 0. Then they must be represented by the side of the triangle taken in same order. If you represent vector in order, all the three vectors in order taken in a triangle, the resultant of these three vectors is 0, because if A vector and B vector are in order, then the opposite side will give the resultant taken in opposite order. But it is in the same order, so we take the C by minus C. Because if arrow is in upward direction, then there will be the C, but it is in the downward direction, so A plus B is equal to minus C. Here resultant A plus B plus C is equal to 0, A plus B is equal to minus C. Put this value in the above, we get R minus C plus C is equal to 0. The resultant will be a 0. If you represent three vectors in the form of the triangle taken in the order, then their resultant will be 0. So remember it. Next we have subtraction of two vectors. Subtraction of B vector from the A vector is the addition of minus B. Reverse the direction of B, that is minus B to A. So we can write it as A minus B vector is equal to A vector plus minus of B vector, right? For example, we have a vector represented along the x-axis and B vector acts on an angle. Now coincide the A vector and the B vector. A vector is represented by OP and B vector is represented by PQ. We know that in the order to subtract these two vectors, we have to reverse the direction of B vector. So draw it in the reverse side, so it is a minus B vector. Then resultant of A vector and the B vector is given by the closing side of the triangle, which is the OS. And hence OP plus PS is equal to R. OP is A vector, PS is minus B vector is equal to R, right? Note, the law of vector addition, such as triangle law of vector addition and the parallelogram law of vector addition, are equally applicable in case of the subtraction. Those rules which are applied in the vector additions can also be applied in the subtraction of vector, provided we have to reverse the direction of the vector. The vector distribution does not follow the commutative law. A minus b is not equal to b minus a. जबकि addition में क्या था? A plus b is equal to b plus a. But it is not applicable in case of the subtraction. Association is also not applicable in case of subtraction, but it is applicable in case of the addition. Now, we have some illustrations of the subtraction of two vectors. Let us take